Hey everyone, Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA. Your main source for news about the Los Angeles region now. And 3.3 million people in the country, including 1 million in California, filed for unemployment benefits, unemployment insurance recently. And it's gonna go up. And our fucking dog president, I call him a dog because basically he has the attention span of a dog. Like, he only knows what's happening right in front of him. He's incapable of planning. Wants things to open again. He's like, oh, it's no big deal. Basically, he wants people in blue states to die because he's angry at governors like Andrew Cuomo who criticize him. And Cuomo's not great by any means. He's terrible, actually. Enriching his friends. He cut a bunch of healthcare coverage in New York, so now they lost like 20,000 hospital beds under his administration. Go figure. And people are like, oh, Cuomo, now liberals are like loving him. Like, oh, he's my president. Oh, he's cute. I want to marry him. He's single. Like, you fucking impressionable children. Like, why do you flock to the first person who speaks coherently? When he's doing horrible stuff? The people in jails there and prisons, they're fucking trapped like rats in there. I mean, I don't even like making that comparison. It's just, the saying. But I read a lawyer saying in Rikers Island, the jail that was supposed to be closed years ago, there's 28 people to one toilet in there. It's spreading so quickly through there. And it's totally unnecessary. But anyways, I'm getting by. I'm doing all right. I stopped all the auto billing on everything I could for my bills, and the ones I couldn't, like Planet Fitness, they're freezing payments right now. But everything else, car insurance, phone, I guess that's it. I don't remember if there's anything else. And I sent messages to all of them, and they've all been pretty good about making sure, or almost all of them so far, making sure, like, hey, if I don't make my payment on time, my allergies are acting up, that, they won't lapse my whatever service coverage. Excuse me. My car is an absolute mess. I've got so much stuff in it, water bottles, these drinks I get from the food bank. I wipe them down with disinfectant wipes first, everything I get. But, you can't wipe everything down. I was at the fucking gas station. These cheap ass tires on my car, they're all leaking air. I think it's just cheap. The last owner, good guy, don't get me wrong, but he got cheap tires at Walmart, I guess. And I don't know if it's just the tires or what, but they're all fucking leaking air slowly, so at different rates. So I filled up the air. These other two guys pull up next to me, and they're standing like right over me while I'm putting air in the tires. And they actually had to move out of the way for me to go to the other, because they parked next to me waiting for the hose, and like just standing over me. I want to be like, you dumb motherfuckers, like, you simple fucks, like, don't you know you could infect me or I could infect you? But what am I gonna do? Get in a fight right there? No, I just have to risk death because people want to be fucking thick-headed. But yeah, great job. There you go. Trump, I'll die for him. That's what his fans are saying. Like, we have to be ready to die so people can go to work. Anyways, I don't want to even get into all that nonsense. My brother's a Trump supporter, by the way. Dumbass, the one with the criminal convictions. So go figure. No, you gotta obey the law. Obey the fucking law. And then this asshole breaks the law regularly. And I'm not even talking about just breaking the law, like, there's a lot of laws that don't make sense, but attacking me, that's a law. You don't attack me. I had some other point I was getting to. So yeah, it's a scary situation. I put up a poll on my community page on YouTube asking, can you pay your bills by May 1st? It's split, more favoring people who will be able to, but a lot of people are saying they can't. And I put one on Twitter, and a much bigger percentage on Twitter, although less people answered overall, are saying no, they're not going to be able to pay their bills on May 1st. And I already kind of figured on that, because Twitter's a place where people like me, we go to, be around like-minded people. YouTube, it kind of goes out everywhere, but Twitter, you kind of got to be, connected, to someone else who follows someone else to be able to find other people, like-minded people. and it's been great. I've learned a lot there. I went to one of those free libraries, those 24-hour, like, they call them 24-hour libraries. It's just like a bird feeder, sort of. Well, it's like a little birdhouse, that's what I should have said. Where, you know, in neighborhoods, and they have a bunch of books, and you can take one and put one back. I put in one. I tried to find my 2 books I wanted to leave. I couldn't find one of them. My trunk is so full of stuff. But I put one. I got 2 crime thrillers. Holy shit, is this first one fucking bad. Oh my goodness, it's making me miserable. I'm like 40-some pages. Let me see. I don't want to put the name or anything on it, you know. Oh, I'm like 76 pages into it. Every bit of story, there's like this much story going forward with this criminal investigation. And then there's 2 to 3 paragraphs of fucking inane descriptions of architecture and the history of buildings and literally other types of architecture in the, like, around there, and the history of, oh, it was closed down a while ago and now it got converted into this, or it burned down a while ago, and I'm like, what the fuck is the book? This book could be like 2 times shorter. So, like, what is that? Like a third as long. It could be like 2/3 shorter and get the story going forward. Instead, it stops for, oh, this character thought this. Normally they think this, but like they did that once and then it was a problem. So now I'm like, this has nothing to do with the story. It's making me miserable. I'm going to try and read the whole thing. It is so fucking bad. And it's so long. And I have a second one, and then I want to go get some other ones too. So I'll bring these back to another, because they didn't have a whole lot of books for adults at this one. There's a lot of children's books. So go to another one of these 24-hour libraries and get more books. Also, I disinfect them before I, grab them. But yeah, I've been just exercising a lot, push-ups, squats, lunges. My legs are kind of worn out from that. I got to give them a little break because I did a lot a few days ago, and even yesterday I couldn't do a ton because they were like not hurting, just it was like lead. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep my mood up and stay active, healthy, lose weight. I'm cutting back what I eat each meal. I'm not trying to eat everything that tastes good, and even though I'm eating pretty healthy stuff, today I had a beet salad with blueberries and orange and kale in it from the food bank. When I see beet salad, it was a little thing like this big, little container, plastic, and then sort of like coleslaw, I guess. And egg whites. They had boiled eggs. I just cut out the yolks. Yeah, excuse me. And here's what I wear when I go out, or in any buildings. Put this on at the gas station today. Let me take a picture. How the fuck do I take a... Oh, I can't on this mode. On the Filmic Pro app. That's what I wear. Whew. And oh, I remembered what I wanted to say. My mom is really mad at Tim Heidecker. She keeps trying to call into office hours and she can't get on, and Tim keeps saying, we're like, the last 2 shows he's like, we're gonna focus on calls, and the last show, like last week, I think he took like 2 calls or 3 calls or something. Today he took like 4 calls, except not counting one to a friend of his, another entertainer, Jay Weingarten. Check it out, he's actually really funny. She's so mad, she's like, I'm gonna make a video with your brother, not the asshole one, but the other one, and he's gonna send me the video and I'm gonna put it up yelling at Tim, telling Tim she's actually mad. She's like, Tim, you have to call me now, because she was hungry when she was calling, and she was calling every minute trying to get on. So, and she felt so bad she couldn't go see Tim and Eric in DC. But anyways, so 3.3 million unemployed. This is disastrous, and the thing is, people need to stay home. We need to give them more benefits, but these fucking ghouls in the government, Republicans and Democrats, like Pelosi and others, are like, well, I don't know if we want to do that. Chuck Schumer is like, let's give loans or something. Kamala Harris said, give an application, you could get up to $500. Man, these fucking people. And then Republicans are whining like, well, if we pay people, they're actually angry. Sean Hannity said he was angry, and same with Steve Mnuchin. We don't want to give... He was literally saying this. He was so angry on a show last night saying, we don't want to give people more money to be unemployed and unemployment benefits than they would get at work. Then they won't go to work. It's like, man, slap these motherfuckers. These stupid people hate nurses and doctors and stuff. Lindsey Graham was saying that. He's like, I don't want to pay nurses $24 an hour to be unemployed when they were making $16, $17 an hour to be a nurse, because then there's a disincentive to work. I'm like, you simple motherfuckers. You think people don't want to get back to work right away? Especially doctors and nurses. Like, they want protection, the proper medical gear and enough beds and everything in hospitals and facilities, but these simple motherfuckers, and I know this was the dumb shit I believed when I was a conservative. So don't fall for it out there. If you're an adult, what's your excuse, for believing that? I know a lot of people, God damn, poor people, I can't understand it. But, that's because you fucked up. You fail to understand what half the country's going through. Remove head from anal cavity and, get out the fart air, the colorectal air from your lungs, and then you realize, oh, my farts actually don't smell so good. It's actually better to see what's in the air and learn from other people. Anyways, I gotta go do some stuff. I'm gonna try and do some work, shave, and take a shit.